This video covers the basic operation of the Force America 5100 EX controller. As you can see on the screen, the top two rows of white buttons are switches. In the next row down, you see that the only option available is pre-wet on or off. It's the only pre-programmed option that has been installed. The top switch turns the pre-wet on, the bottom one turns it off. On, off. If you look below that line, you see a blue line, which is the spinner knob, controlled by the blue spinner knob. As you rotate the knob, you increase spinner speed or decrease spinner speed. If you push the blue knob, it goes into the blast mode. It'll run in blast, which is full speed, until you push it and shut it off, or it times out. Some of these are set for 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 10, whatever they were set for. Or it can be set so you push and hold the blast button, and then when you let up, it shuts off. The next line down in green is controlled by the green knob, the spreader knob. If you rotate that knob, it increases or decreases the rate. If you push the knob, it turns the unit on. You notice when I pushed it, it went to 0, from standby to 0, and it says actual rate. Once the truck starts moving, the actual rate will meet the desired rate, which in this case is 900 pounds. If I want to put out less, I rotate it. Now I'm putting out 500 pounds per mile once I start driving. Push the knob, puts it in standby, and the menu pad appears in standby. Below the green line, you see a grayed outline. That means it's pre-wet, and pre-wet isn't active. If you look up at the pre-wet box above, you see that it's off. So I'm going to turn that on. Now the white becomes, or the gray turns to white, and now the pre-wet is active. So if I push the green spreader knob, now we see that the pre-wet is ready to go when we start driving. So if I start driving, the actual rate of the sand would go to 500 pounds a mile. The pre-wet would go to 15 gallons a ton. That's what the actual would read. It's the basic operation of the 5100. If you're in the sand and pre-wet mode, that's really all you need to know to operate this controller. Rotate the spinner, push it for blast, push your standby button to operate, or turn it off. That concludes the basic operation of the 5100 EX controller.